Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? The truck just landed. We got a whole bunch of fresh vehicles just dropped off right now. So let's do ourselves a quality check with the Model Y. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So the vehicles just landed right off the truck, and let's do ourselves a quality check with this Model Y. And there's going to be a couple of new changes coming to this channel. Now we will be measuring the size of the gap, and I will start to display an overall chart of the current passes and the current fails. So let's continue on with this Model Y. Now taking a look over here onto the left side, it does have the standard wheels. Okay, so far so good. From the fender to the hood, to the bumper. Everything looks good. It still has its stickers on. Now, if you were to powder coat these wheels, they look phenomenal. So let's take a look over here at the driver's side door. All right, it's nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Now let's take a look over here at the interior. It's the all white interior. Remember, if you're getting the white interior, remember to get baby wipes. They're definitely going to be coming in handy. So checking the size of this door, it is flush, and it is flush. Checking over here to see if it's flush, and it is flush. So far, so good. Okay, so now let's measure the size of this gap right here. So Tesla considers 3 millimeters within spec. So there you go. And look at the number here, that's 6 millimeters. So we definitely have ourselves an issue. And this would not be considered within spec. Over here, it is 3 millimeters. So this gap over here is fine, but this over here is 6 millimeters, which does not meet Tesla's spec. So anything above 3 millimeters, it's too big. Now from the left to the right, this is the dual motor. And over here, let's check the right side. Let's check this gap over here. So you normally know that the right side is built a lot better. So on the right side here, it is about 3 millimeters. So definitely on the right side, it does get a pass. Let's check over here. Okay, that's also 6 millimeters. So definitely have ourselves an issue with this Model Y. It doesn't meet spec. And when it doesn't meet spec, it's a fail. Let's move on to another Model Y. All right, so look what we have here. We have another Model Y. This is the gray with the black interior. Very safe. I strongly suggest that you do get the black interior if you have kids. That way they won't ruin your white seats, and you'll actually be saving yourself about 1,300 bucks. Now let's take a look at these wheels, taking a look at the left side, checking the hood, seeing if anything is wrong. So in the past, there has been problems with the hood, but it's very minimal and it's very rare that you'll have problems with the hood. Tesla has basically gotten to the point where the rear seems to be the most problem, but the front of the vehicle seems to have minimal issues from what I've seen and the data that I've gathered so far. All right, so looking a look at this door over here, it is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Taking a look at the interior. Remember, if you're taking delivery of a Model Y or any Tesla vehicles, remember to check the exterior and check the interior. Check the seats, underneath the seats. Check the center console, the steering wheel, the software. Check your side doors. check everything. Make sure that the car is built to the best of their ability. Now, let's check this handle over here. Okay, and then move on to the back, check the front, the back seats, make sure they fold down, and then check the front. All right, let's continue on. All right, so this over here is flush. Now, let's measure this gap right here. All right, so this gap right here measures at 6.14 millimeters, which is not within spec. This is actually double spec. What Tesla considers within spec is 3 millimeters of a gap. And over here, so over here, it is better. And it is about, wait, hold on, about 3 millimeters, which is within spec. All right. Now let's check the rear. So Tesla's main issue is the left side trunk there. I do find that the right side is normally better. Now let's check this right side over here to check this gap over here. So 3 millimeters, it is within spec. And normally on the right side here, you do find it is a lot better. This one is about 3.99 millimeters, which is within spec. This door over here is not flush, so we definitely have ourselves an issue, and this door pokes out. So, unfortunately, this Model Y has some multiple issues, and it gets a fail. Now let's move on to our final Model Y for the evening. All right, so this is our final Model Y for the evening. Let's take a look over here at the left side. And this, guess what? This happens to be the Performance. It has the Uber Turbo on wheels. So taking a look over here on the left side, making sure that the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper. No discolorations. On from the left to the right. Taking a look over here at the wheels. Now over here, taking a look, this gap is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Ah, beautiful white interior. I tell you, the white interior is so beautiful. A little bit hard to maintain, and you will need big wipes. So let's check if this is flush, and it is flush. Let's check this over here to see if it's flush, and it is flush. So let's check this door handle. It is flush. This door does have a little bit of a gap here. Let's measure this gap over here. And it is 6 millimeters. Definitely have ourselves a little bit of an issue. Wait a minute, this gap over here I do like. So this gap over here on the left side here does measure at about a little bit shy under 4 millimeters, which is beautiful for a Tesla, especially for this size right here. This gap over here is 4 millimeters, which is about 1 millimeters out of spec, but it's not that bad. We've seen worse. So check if your spoiler is attached on properly, and check that the left light is flush. Moving from the left side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So if you look over here, this trunk sits a little bit in. And I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be, but this is something that I've noticed. This one just sits a little bit in. So yeah, we have another issue there. Then onto the right side, beautiful. Gap is very thin. Very thin. Okay, so that's about 3 millimeters. And this one, about 4 millimeters. Okay, so this Model Y, I will be passing. It does have some issues that need to be rectified. So I definitely would speak to my sales rep about having those issues corrected. So, all right, we've gotten a chance to look at over 3 Model Ys today, and some of them get a pass and some of them obviously still get a fail. Has Tesla improved the quality of the Model Y? I definitely would say no. Is there still that they have to do? Definitely. So that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.